coming back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to chat about my favorite drugstore makeup products. I am a drugstore makeup junkie at heart. I love my drugstore makeup, like fangirling, hardcore, super in love with my makeup from the drugstore. It's ridiculous. So I'm really excited about these products. I have everything written down, as you can see, so I don't forget. It's going to be a lengthy video because I'm going to go into detail about each category and stuff like that. So if you want to chill out with me and learn about my favorite products that I recommend and have tried, then just keep watching. So the way we do things here on my channel is starting with eyes. So I am going to start with eyeshadow primer. I have two things here to talk about. One of them you probably can get. I use this in literally every tutorial. This is the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. I think this is my third one that I've gone through. This is the best primer that I have used. I don't like the other ones that are sold at the drugstore. Like the Milani one is actually pretty good, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. But some of those like liquidy, I don't know how to describe it, like cream ones, I don't really like all too much, but this one blends out like a dream. It makes my eyeshadows really vibrant, and I just love this so much. I can't recommend it enough. I don't know why, if you haven't gotten it yet, I don't know why you haven't, because you really need to try this. This is gonna be a forever purchase. I also have the one in black, so I really like these. They are so creamy and really easy to blend out. Really good pencils from the drugstore. Highly recommend that. I have the Milani eyeshadow primer. It's the lightweight invisible finish. Works on all skin tones in the shade Nude. I didn't really know they had different shades, but I just read that on the back. It works well. It's a good primer. I like it a lot better than the Urban Decay one. It's like I don't know, less than $10, maybe $8. So I highly recommend this one. Emily Noel 83 made me buy this, so thank you, because it's really great. So there's another eyeshadow primer. Let's talk about some eyeshadows. So my favorite eyeshadows of all time from the drugstore are the Wet n Wild Color Icon, the ones that come in 6 pans, 8 pans, I can count. You can see mine is broken. I have hit pan on 3 of these actually, which is quite impressive. There's a little bit of pan up there, there's pan in that one, and there's pan in that one. These just blow me away because look at this one. All right, this one has like a little duochrome action going on. We're just gonna go ahead and, first of all, are you kidding me? Second of all, are you kidding me? Look at that pretty, gorgeous shade. I just love that. That's a great one for all over the lid or in the outer V, however you want to do it. Smoke it out, whatever. This brown one is just ridiculous. I mean, guys, are you kidding me? They're not powdery. This green one is just gorgeous. I love it. It's a little bit patchy, that one, but still really easy to work with. And let me swatch this green one for you because this is like insane. This one's actually, I did talk about this green in another video, saying how I was a little bit disappointed with it, and I still stand by that. It's not as like punchy as these guys down here, but I still use it. And then this gray is like, it throws your game completely because it's like, what? From the drugstore, this is insane. This is hands down my favorite palette. So there are, of course, other like runners-up for eyeshadows. I do want to mention quickly the Loreal Infallibles because I do have 2 of them. Canoe made me buy these finally after years. This is the Infallible in Amber Rush. I don't know what took me so long to get this, but this is a very, very gorgeous. That was one swipe. That's incredible. So these are pressed pigments. They're gorgeous. They have no fallout. I mean, I don't know what else to say. They're just amazing. The other ones that I really like are the Maybelline Quads. However, those are not as good as these. They are good, don't get me wrong, but I prefer these. I also have the shade Burst into Bloom. Looks like that in the pan, or the jar. This one's a little bit patchier than the other one, but still really pretty, and I really like the formula on these. Make sure you keep the little like thing that makes them pressed. And yeah, I really like those eyeshadows. So those are the eyeshadows that I would highly recommend. They have been in my collection. Well, the Wet n Wild ones have been in my collection for like ever. I used to have a couple more of those 8 pans, but that one is my favorite. That actually might be a good like pan that palette. Maybe I'll try that. But anyway, side note, woo, tangent there. Moving on to eyeliner. So I have here 2 of the best pencils that I've ever tried from the drugstore. If you didn't know, I'm more of a pencil kind of person, but I have recently kind of gotten back into liquid liner. But this is the Scandaleyes waterproof kohl liner from Rimmel. It's the Scandaleyes line. I don't know if I said that, but this is what it looks like. This is a black pencil, and I just want to show you how amazing these are because one swipe, people, one swipe. So I love that. That's in black. This one I'm trying to pan. It's just been in my collection for way too long. But there it is. It's like so creamy, so easy to blend out, stays all day, don't have a problem with it. I mean, come on. And then the liquid liners that I really like that I've repurchased again and again are the Maybelline line stilettos. I really like that. They have a little bit thicker of an edge, but really like a good length for the applicator and really easy to apply. So that's what I have to say about my eyeliners. And then for mascara, I'm actually surprised that I picked this one, but this was the first one that came to mind, and like I kind of miss it. I wish I had it in my collection right now, but it is the CoverGirl Full Lash Bloom mascara, the one that comes in the pink tube. There's so much pink, it's ridiculous, sorry. Yeah, it's the one that comes in the pink tube. I love that one for volume and length. I mean, I finished that mascara. It was gone. I used it until I couldn't use it anymore. It was amazing. I miss that mascara. Once I go through all my like mini mascaras, I will definitely be repurchasing that for sure. So that's my mascara, and I will post an overlay picture of that because I don't have it currently, but that was the first one that I thought of for sure. Then we have brows, and one of them I have with me, one of them I don't. So highly recommend the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer Pencil. Really good stuff. It's a little bit creamy, so you just have to be careful when applying it, but it's super pigmented, and I really like that one. So next we have the Essence Make Me Brow. It's a really, really nice like kind of mascara for your brows per se. But it's a really tiny applicator, as you can see, and it's like hairspray for your brows. It's great, and it gives a little color, and it's very similar to the Benefit Gimme Brow, and it's like $3, so that was nice. Okay, so that's it for the brows. Moving on to face. Obviously, with face, you start with a face primer, and I have the Master Prime Face Studio, the Blur and Illuminate one. It looks like this. I've gone through 4 of these, 3 or 4 of these, I want to say. This is my all-time favorite primer. I don't think I'll be repurchasing. I mean, I don't think I'll purchase any other ones. No high-end ones. I don't like trying those. This one I know works for me. It gives a nice glow. I'm wearing it today under my Better Skin foundation, and it just is like a glow from within. But as you can see, if you've never seen this before, it's like a pretty thick consistency there, and then when you blend it out all over your hand, it kind of has a pink tint to it, and that just really helps with the glow. And I really highly recommend this if you have normal to dry skin. It gives a really nice glow, really nice primer. I really like it. Helps with keeping your foundation on all day long too. So next, moving on to foundation. I have a lot of things to talk about for this category, but first, I'm going to talk about this. This is a Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Foundation. Holy crap, you guys. This is my second bottle of this. I'm head over heels in love with it. I wear the shade Nude Beige, and it has a pump, which is amazing. As you can see, I'm wearing it. I don't know why I said as you can see, but I'm wearing it today, and it just keeps me matte all day long. It's full coverage. I don't need a concealer with it, which is pretty incredible for a drugstore foundation. I will always have this in my collection because it is amazing. I want to talk about the L'Oreal Pro Matte next because this one and that one are similar, but this one is a lot lighter than the Pro Matte, so that's why I'm not mentioning it as a favorite. I did really like that, and I thought it was gonna be like my all-time favorite foundation, but no, this one trumps that. And that one was just a little bit heavier. I had to mix in like a glowy primer to help lighten it up. I don't need to do that. It's just freaking amazing. I love this foundation. If you haven't tried it, please do yourself a favor and try it. I've talked about it a lot. I highly recommend this one. The other one that I really like, and I'm surprised at myself that I really like this one, but it is the L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation. I miss that foundation. It gave a really nice glow and a medium coverage, I would say, light to medium coverage, and it made my skin look really nice, and I love that one too. So those are the two that I would recommend, the Better Skin as well as the L'Oreal Pro Glow. Those are really top-notch foundations for sure. Moving on to blush, I want to talk about the Milani blushes as well as the e.l.f. blush palettes. So I actually have both of the e.l.f. blush palettes. I have here the e.l.f. blush palette in dark, and I am wearing one of the shades today. These are $6, by the way, and they're freaking amazing. I'm wearing this color right here. Do you see that pretty healthy glow? I love that so much, but all of these are freaking amazing. Let me just swirl my hand around in there. Obviously, that's a pretty heavy swatch, but this one is really, really pretty, this nude shade. I like it a lot. Working on it in one of my pan projects that I have going on. There it is right there. But the best part about these, two best things, is that you can mix and match everything and the little pans pop out. They're highly pigmented. And I also want to show you the e.l.f. blush palette in light. This one's really nice too, but I tend to wear this one more in the spring and summer because, as you can see, it's obviously a little bit lighter. But this shade in particular is amazing. I really like this one. Really pretty, kind of that mauve-y, a little bit brighter of a mauve, but it's really pretty. And then this one right here is a nice coral shade with some sparkle, but when you swatch it, you can't really see that. But those two are probably my favorite in this palette. This nude is a little bit dark for me. As you can see, it's like, whoa, in your face. But maybe I could try using that as an eyeshadow, actually. I never thought of that until now. But next is the Milani blush in Luminoso. This is like a cult favorite. This is like the most famous blush probably at the drugstore. It's less than $10. I know that. And here it is, what it looks like, by the way, if you haven't seen it. It's in a gold packaging, really, really pretty. And I love it because it's like an inner glow type of blush. There it is right there. It's so pretty. I really like it. As you can see, I have kind of flattened it out. It used to be like a higher dome. I really like this blush a lot. I want to talk about bronzer, just because like I don't have a drugstore bronzer to talk about. I do like this Milani one, but I haven't used it quite a bit. I have this one here, the Golden Light. This is really pretty. If you like radiant bronzers, this one is so pigmented too, so you have to be careful with it. It is just beautiful. Oh my god. So I like that one, but I haven't really gotten to play with it too much. I'm trying to pan a drugstore bronzer currently. This is the NYC bronzer in 72A in Sunny. I do have quite a big pan going on, and it's very much a dip in the product. I don't like this one. I'm setting it aside for a couple months. I don't recommend it. It's very orange on me, and it's just not a flattering bronzer because it's kind of flat on the face. So yeah, I don't really recommend that one, but I do have it, and I am trying to pan it. This one, on the other hand, is just gorgeous. You have to use a big fluffy brush with this, however, because it is so intense. So pretty. There are some more swatches for you. I just can't get over that palette. Plus, it's so affordable and it's so beautiful too. It kind of reminds me of the Hourglass ones, actually. So I have that one. And for concealer, this, as you can see, I have beat the crap out of this concealer. I use it all the time. I use it under my eyes. Recently, I've been using it just in the inner area of my eye because I have this LA Girl one that I really like too, but this one's not as readily available. It is drugstore, but not as readily available to everybody, so that's why I didn't mention it. But I've been using this under the eyes, but this one I do like using everywhere. It's pretty light to medium coverage. It is buildable. It doesn't crease on me or anything like that. This has got to be like my 6th or 7th one out of these guys. I really like this concealer. I go back and forth with the shades, but right now I'm using light, so I really like that one. Ride or Die concealer for sure. I have a highlighter to talk about. I forgot to do that earlier. This is a L'Oreal True Match Lumi Powder Glow Illuminator in the shade Rose. It looks like this. It has like 4 little sections, and I just mix it all together, and it's a gorgeous like cool toned white purple kind of shade, and I really like this. It is a little bit powdery and not super long lasting, but I still highly recommend them. It's from the drugstore. The other one that I like is the Wet n Wild Gold bar, but this one is limited edition, so that's why I didn't want to mention this one. Okay, so we have a lot to talk about for lips. I'm gonna just clear my hands off here. Alright, so we have a lot to talk about. For the first formula that I want to talk about is the Maybelline matte formula. This is my Ride or Die matte formula from the drugstore. I really like this formula. My all-time favorite one is the Touch of Spice. However, I did finish it. I am looking to repurchase it soon. Well, once I finish one. This one looks a little crusty and gross. Maybe I should get rid of it. This is Lust for Blush. It's a Maybelline matte. They are so creamy and so pigmented and so bold and awesome. I really like that one. The other one I have is the Maybelline matte in Divine Wine. These are a lot drier kind of than the Touch of Spice one. I don't know why, but they're still really comfortable, and look at that beautiful red. Love that one so much. They're just really comfortable, easy to throw on. You don't have to worry about it like transferring out of the lines or anything like that. And this one, I love this formula so much. Let me just get the other one too, because we're going to talk about that. This is the Revlon HD in Primrose. I love this color so much. It's so moisturizing and so pigmented. I mean, look at how gorgeous that color is. This color gives me life. The only thing with these is that you have to wear them with a lip liner because since they're so slippery, they kind of tend to travel. But oh man, if you feel like babysitting a lipstick, you gotta go for this one because this one is just amazing. You click it down. The only thing I don't like is that it has a clear container, so I feel like I'm doing surgery, so I gotta be really careful with that. The other one I have is 875 Gladiator. This is a beautiful red. It's like an orangey kind of red. There it is right there. So pretty, and I love the shine that these give. It's kind of that HD shine that's really pretty. So the majority of these are Revlon. Revlon makes some of the best lip products on the market, hands down, next to Maybelline, I would say. This is the Revlon Jumbo Matte Balm Stain in Sultry, and it looks like this. And it's one of those where you twist it up, and it looks so pretty. I wear this all the time. I really like it. It's so moisturizing, so pretty. I love this, and it has like a minty sensation to it. Just highly recommend that one. I wish I had a couple more of the colors, but like I don't need any of them. I also wanted to mention the Revlon, what are these? The Ultra HD Matte Lip Color. These are like their liquid lip kind of. A lot of people complain about these being not matte and not settling down all the way, but I don't have a problem with it at all. This is what the paddle looks like. The wand looks like. It's kind of a paddle situation, which is why I said that. This is in the shade Devotion. It's right there. It's a nice like corally kind of pink. I would totally wear this in the spring and summer. I really like these. They do have a scent to them. It's kind of like a kind of like a fruity scent with a little bit of floral in it. This is my all-time favorite bold color. This is in the shade Addiction. Oh my god. It's gorgeous. Do you see that? It's on top there, right there. Really, really nice. I highly recommend these. They are very, very comfortable on my lips, and I don't have a problem with them, but some people really hate these. This is in the shade Seduction. Pop there. It's a really pretty nude. I love that one too. So you might be wondering why there's a lot of lipstick situation talk. It's because I don't have a gloss to talk about. So I wanted to make up for it by showing you a lot of my favorite lipsticks. I do have the NYX butter glosses, but I have to say they're not my favorite, and I wish I had different ones from the drugstore. Just throwing that out there because I'm just not in love with that one, and I didn't want to throw it out there because I'm not, you know. Anyway, I really hope you guys like this video. What are your favorite drugstore lip glosses and bronzers? Since I didn't mention those, I want to know what your favorites are so I can go check them out eventually when I run out of some. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you hit that subscribe button. Stick around for more videos throughout the week. I tend to upload 2 times during the week, give or take, sometimes more, sometimes less, but most of the time it's an average on 2 videos per week. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. I post there daily. Sometimes it's obnoxious the amount of times that I post, but I love Instagram so much. So go follow me there to see all my makeup of the days that I do, and hit that bell button to make sure you're notified for every single one of my videos. And I think that's it for me, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone!